And greetings everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Tea Time with Vormithrax. That's what we're doing here, right? Just sipping some tea. Having some conversations. And, occasionally playing some games. A little bit of Cataclysm Dark Days ahead this evening. It is Friday, therefore it is time for us to delve into the Cataclysm again. Let's bring up Maniac Mike the first. I'll do my usual checks, make sure everything's working properly. Looks like we're good there, we're good there. Yeah, I think we're all set. All right. Type in a few commands. Come on, command. Do your thing. Yeah, that took a while. There we go. Alright, command's working fine. Everything looks good. Looking good, except for my health. My torso. Stupid torso. Stupid bad guys always hit me in the torso. Alright, it's been 4 days. I'll have to remember what we were doing again. And I know it's going to be time to sleep soon. We'll have to do about 5 hours of something and then go to sleep. Yeah, well, currently 42 more Bimdurian, but here in another week or so, a bunch of those subs are going to start rolling back off again. I think we had some gift subbing going on towards the middle end of December. A lot of that'll start rolling out. Yeah, we'll bring the diary up. Diary's a good addition. I like the diary thing. It's pretty cool. Unobtrusive and useful for the players. My favorite kind of additions to the interface. Doesn't take away anything, any functionality. It just adds fairly useful things. Pretty cool. Well, there's the... we did look at the mixed powder recipe. I even brought back some stuff that I thought was related to it, but... yeah, mixed smokeless. So we looked at mixed smokeless. Mixed smokeless. Mortar and pestle, sieve, smokeless gunpowder. Hey, we have a little bit. So, did I not look at this before? Or is this new? I'm not sure. I remember looking at something. I was so buried in recipes that I don't normally look at and processes that I don't normally pay attention to that and now it's been 5 days later, so mortar and pestle and sieve, huh? Is that what you're telling me I need to do something with? So that means I could use this one and rolling paper and we would have fuses. Oh, squirrel! Yes, I am prone to rabid squirrel attacks. They get my attention fairly often. Unfortunately, they're usually imaginary squirrels that only I can see. So, that appears to fix that particular problem. We've got a lot of other things that we still need to get done. What was I pursuing beyond that? I was doing all sorts of other stuff. I think we were trying to make gunpowder, and we had gotten lye powder, and I had lye. I don't think we had lye powder yet. Yeah, wood ash. That's what we had done. We'd done a ton of wood ash. I hadn't yet started making lye. We're still going to go out and grab a few things that I think we're going to need for various processes. So let's go ahead and bring this up. So check for us for saltwater ponds. So I'm going to say bleach, ammonia, not just for super glue, and salt water. So that means... Why was I looking for... Oh yeah, I've got to move a step. There we go. Gameplay has commenced. Now we shall go into an indeterminate length of pondering and speaking. I forgot my promise. I was going to do that. Hey there, Glowellin. Yeah, I'm also glad you're able to catch a stream. This is where the action is. This is where all the complaints come from. The real-time stuff. Let's see who else has been chatting. Yeah, I'm not having fun unless I'm standing still, looking at a screen of horrifying significance and saying, That's the key word, or the key phrase, the sound effect that triggers, lets you know something's going on. Come on now, we all know it's going to be torso damage, torso damage, torso damage. Stupid torso damage. It's even worse now, so I guess I should go through the normal spiel. So welcome everybody, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. This is Maniac Mike, the baseball player in our MegaCity Maniac series. We're trying to set up a base here in the middle of a big city. This is the big city. This is our base right here. The second level of this, well, the whole garage, first and second level, but we're mostly based up in the second level. We're doing stuff, we're going places, we're trying to do things. It's been an interesting run so far. We've had some things that have been happening that have slowed things down fairly significantly, and now we're kind of stuck in the middle of the doldrums of trying to gear up and skill up a lot of different skills. It's going to take some time. And especially when we start working on the vehicle, that's going to start taking some time too. I foresee the average length of my series going up fairly significantly with all the changes they're making for me to actually get anywhere like I used to. Just everything is taking longer. Every aspect of the game nowadays is taking longer. So, but yeah, so MegaCity Maniac, we got things to do. We'll get to that in a second. But there's a character sheet. My currently worn inventory. Hey, look at that. High volume rucksack still. I got to get to a pond where I can deal with that. Why does the coloring look differently all of a sudden? Is it just me? Or is the coloring... This looks like it stands out way more than it used to. What changed? My brain is telling me something's different. I'm just not... Charges were colorized? Alright, so they weren't colorized previously. Because yeah, that's standing out quite a bit more than it used to. Another thing I want to mention is I am up to date on the experimental build. I updated right before we went live, so for everybody that keeps asking, I always play experimental builds, always have, always will. I update every day, every time we stream, I update right before the stream goes live, unless I am aware of some very significant issue that will cause me an issue that I don't want to deal with, in which case I'll pause the update until the next stream. That's about the extent of it, though. Other than that, I always play the most recent experimentals. One thing I did want to bring up, there has been a PR submitted and merged regarding grabs causing you to suffocate. So be aware that grabs are worse now, and I think there's a portal storm effect that also uses this. I don't actually know from reading the PR if the grab portion was fully implemented or just the PR portion. I'm actually... I'm assuming the grabs are, and the portal storm effect is just secondary to that, but try to avoid grabs, especially grabs by multiple enemies, so don't get surrounded and have 6 grabs land on you, because you'll suffocate, regardless of armor. I believe there are going to be some exceptions or secondary avoidances that are possible, but for rigid type armor like power armor, it's going to be hard to get suffocated while you're wearing power armor. or impossible, hopefully. But I don't know if that's fully implemented yet. I think they're going to run through the initial implementations, see what kind of results happen and feedback they get, and then make further adjustments. But apparently now when you're grabbed, you get a little oxygen meter, and the longer you're grabbed and the more you're grabbed, that depletes, and eventually you run out of oxygen and start taking torso damage. Yes! More torso damage! Just what we always needed. Now we have oxygen deprivation causing torso damage. Guaranteed, non-avoidable torso damage. We also have electricity shock attacks that do torso damage. The taser attacks from certain of the little enemies, mechanical enemies, just straight to the torso regardless of your armor. So yeah, good times for torso. Torso gets a lot of special effects. All right, so be careful. Just be careful out there with grabs. I mean, you always want to break grabs generally when you can, when you have the option. And traditionally, you always see me trying to move away from enemies when they have a grab on me. Typically, the only time I won't is if I think I can finish them off with one more attack. If it's going to take me more than one swing, in my estimation, then typically I will try to break out of the grab. And also if there's other enemies approaching and all that kind of stuff. But depends on the situation, as always. But just be really careful. Grabs are now more dangerous than they have been in the past due to this new suffocation system. So. Alright. Checking through chat. Wear a rebreather? Is that going to actually have an effect? That'd be interesting. Actively being grabbed and suffocated. I take a puff of my inhaler. I take a shot of oxygen. That'd be funny. Yeah, you'd have to go read the PR. I'll put the PR in chat for people that are curious. So here is the PR. Feel free to go read it. I just briefly skimmed it. So there it is, though. Go take a look at it in all its gory glory. But just be very cautious about grabs having this secondary effect now. Yeah, there's chatter in there if you read through the notes about them instead doing like some kind of a knockdown effect. And the idea is that a bunch of them dogpile onto you when you're prone, so they start compressing your chest and you can't get a breath, that kind of thing. I don't know that it's directly tied to them always grabbing your neck and suffocating you that way, but it's just to simulate an additional danger of having multiple enemies all around you to prevent just the lone superhero warrior mentality or meta that used to be possible, where one guy could just stand in the middle of a huge crowd of zombies, hold down the pause key, and they would all just explode, that kind of thing. So, you know, certain people used to demonstrate that kind of nonsense. I mean, we won't name any names, but, you know, some people would live stream that kind of stuff. It was just really, really ridiculous and take advantage of, you know, mechanics that weren't quite tuned properly. And so, yeah, no more of that stuff, basically. All right. So, yeah, now let's do some gameplay. We'll do some gameplay. I won't talk too much. I will mention for anybody new that's wandered in, if you're new to the game, new to my streams or whatever, either way, if you have questions about Cataclysm, feel free to ask in chat. I try to just scroll back through and catch the questions and answer them or demonstrate them. But don't be shy if you're curious why I did something, how I did something, how something works, that kind of thing. Always happy to answer questions. During live streams or pretty much any other time. Visit my Discord, I answer questions there, drop them in Reddit, drop them in the other Discords. I'm all over the place. So, all right. So we are currently trying to, you know, improve our base, improve our skills. We got the last few things we need to do some running around to do. We got to go up and get our 50 cal. Eventually, at some point, go take out a 50 cal roadblock over here and collect that ammo and weapon, possibly. We got to get our motorcycle put together. We got a bunch of skill ups to take care of. We got proficiencies to take care of. We got a super monster in the subway that's really pissing me off because I really wanted to go into a subway and explore it a bit and get to that lab. But no, we got this unseen horror thing down there that is really nasty. And I don't know when or if we're going to be able to deal with that thing. Maybe I'll just go down and I'll build a vehicle down there and we'll just run it over with a vehicle. That'd be cool. That'd be a lot of effort for a very little reward, but, you know, maybe. We'll see. So yeah, so we got stuff. But currently my goal is to gather up a few raw materials. I need a few things. So it was pointed out to me that I apparently had not quite checked all the recipes, and as long as I can get a mortar and pestle and a sieve, either crafted or found, then we've got plenty of this capacity to make, you know, mixed smokeless gunpowder. Yeah. And then we can use that for the thing I was working towards.
For the constant entertaining and informative gameplay.
You're welcome, Stealth Fox. Thanks for dropping a resub, hanging out with me on this Friday evening, afternoon, whatever time it is where you're at. But yeah, so then 30 mixed smokeless gunpowder and rolling paper, which we can make easily out of just paper, and we can make fuses. So that solves the fuse problem if I can get a mortar and pestle. So let's take a look. Mortar and pestle. We need an anvil. Now it's an anvil 1. There are just a boulder will work as an anvil 1. So if I can take these other things to a boulder, we can actually use just a hammer, a boulder, a couple of rocks, some water, and gravel or sand, and we can make a mortar and pestle. So that's doable. We just got to go find us a boulder, and I can dig to get sand, or there's places we can grab some sand. So mortar and pestle, and what was the other one? Nope. I before E. Sieve. Well, that's a little tougher. Don't normally find those laying around. Probably a mesh colander, maybe in a kitchen. I don't usually pay attention to these kinds of items in kitchens. I just scroll right past those. We might have to go hit a few houses and check some kitchens. I don't remember ever looking for or picking up or finding a mesh colander. I don't think... I mean, maybe some of these are craftable. No, splatter guard. Steel mesh. We're gonna need a full... Yeah, we're gonna need a full metalworking workshop, which we haven't put together yet. We're gonna be looking at so many recipes. So, splatter guard. There was no recipe for that, right? We'll go check the... We'll check the kitchens. We'll see if we can find a colander. Either McCain. Yeah, we'll hit some houses, kitchens. I got a few things I want to go out and look for, so we'll add house kitchens. So this one. So bleach, ammonia, salt water. Let's see. Kitchens for what? Colander or splatter guard? I think are the most likely. So we won't need this theoretically with the direction we're trying to take. Alright, but yeah, I want to hit a few locations. So we've got some forest spaces nearby. We'll see if any of those have saltwater ponds. We have locations like the hardware store, landscape store, places like that we can look for some of the materials as well. I just want to kind of accumulate some of that stuff so I've got it handy and we can start worrying about it. You can write in a book now. Yeah, if you go to your key bindings menu and type in diary, just put a hotkey on the diary command. I'm using the home key for the diary, and that brings this up. You can you can do new page. I've got 4 pages so far, so if I hit new, it then generates a new page, and it shows you what skills you increased since the last time you did a diary entry, and it shows you what kills you had since the last diary entry. So we haven't had too many because we've now got traps doing a lot of kills for us. So we're not getting as many direct kills, which is fine by me. And we've mostly been working on applied science since I did the last one. But in addition to that, on the first one here, you can type in notes. So you can write yourself notes and reminders, which is great for me. I am notorious at forgetting things in between episodes. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, so real easy to get to. Just go to your key bindings list, search for diary, and put a key in. Okay, so at 724, we have torso damage. We are good on our bandaging and disinfecting. We're wearing earphones. I think I'm just going to do some more reading. So we got applied science up to 3. Mechanics, applied science, electronics are the ones I think I need to work on next. We're not going to have much use for computers. I'm not sure when, if ever. So I want to get mechanics up further, which is a little tough, especially once we hit 3. And it's hard for me to work on the vehicles because we got so many zombies in the area. It's just a pain until I can get things in the garage and get the downstairs kind of boarded up and sealed off. But, so, yeah, not vehicles. I mean, mechanics is what I'm talking about. Mechanics and applied science is kind of where I'm trying to put my attention right now. So, I'd like to get applied science up to about 5, I think. And mechanics as high as we can get it. The 3 to 4 transition's a little tough, but I think I know a way I can get around it. I just got to be able to find a time and place where I can actually work on the vehicles without having zombies constantly gnawing on me. So for now, let's just do some advanced reading for a few hours. We'll sleep, and then we'll get our nighttime running around done. So let's do... I think we're not too far ahead on theoretical for either. We're at no theoretical bonus ahead of on applied science and mechanics. We're about a full level, 1 full level above. So let's do applied science. So, what are we working on? 30 minutes with no negative. Anything else? Nope, those are my only 2 choices. Alright, it's going to be that one. Let's go ahead and get MP3 players already going. 35 focus, trending to 145. My filthy gear is actually causing an issue. Let's stitch that since we don't need it on while we're doing this stuff. That way we don't take the negative. Craving fire. Sure, start a fire. Extinguish the fire. And, yeah, let's go to work. That one right there. Oh, we're not full either, so let's have some Toastums. And, chocolate bar, candy, fruit leather, yogurt. Good enough. Stack up some bonuses. Why not? There we go. Now we get to just sit around and chat while I drink some tea. Limbs can have their own temperatures now. Yeah, I saw something about that. I didn't read through the PR. I don't know what that actually means, though. Limbs always had their own temperature, or varying temperatures based on the clothing that you wore, so I'm not sure, without reading the PR, I guess. I don't know what that's actually going to do. Unless it means there's secondary consequences. Whoops! Oh, crap. I went way too long. I should have paid attention there. Alright. Are we obese yet? We're not obese yet. How have I managed to not become obese yet? And... we don't have a tremendous amount of food, so yeah, we're gonna need to hit a few house kitchens, grab up some more food. Let's have... how about pork and beans? And... oh yeah, V8. Yeah, I don't really care. That's some graham crackers. Good enough. And still good on clean water. Ah, dang it. I gotta wait a little longer. That'll have to do. Okay, let's go ahead and reset those. And go to sleep. We'll sleep to the lullaby of zombies dying on spike traps, or nail traps. What is my background? What did I do for what do I do for a living? What did I do for a living? What shall I in the future do for a living? I have a long storied career. I spent quite a bit of time in the sort of customer service, in the phone help industry, customer service and technical support for various tech companies. So that's where I developed most of my speaking ability. Can't take credit for the voice. That's mommy and daddy. But being able to speak consistently, concisely, and not constantly be using ums and ahs and breaks and all that stuff is mostly from that training. So being able to diagnose technical issues, talk to people on the phone and all that. But I also did a lot of agent training, oversight, all that kind of stuff. So probably 20 years, about 20 years doing that. Why do I aim to be obese? I don't aim to be obese. I aim to stay overweight. When I hit obese, that tells me to stop eating for a while. So you want to be overweight. Overweight is the default state you want to stay in. So this very, very simple way you handle the food system in Cataclysm is you eat a lot until it says obese, then you stop for a while. A few days, a week, however long you feel. Then when it gets a little lower, you eat again until it says obese, and then you stop. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's the one and only thing you have to pay attention to. Overweight has no negatives whatsoever. That's the default state. It guarantees you maintain enough calories in your body in order to use certain mutations and CBMs that actually burn calories in order for them to function properly. The problem is the normal weight category has a dividing line somewhere in the middle to about 40% level, where all of a sudden, even though you're normal weight, all your mutations and your CBMs will stop working that need calories to draw upon. So because you can't really tell where you're at in the normal weight category, it's just much better in general terms to just keep yourself overweight, trend or tend to the top end of that. So I just eat. If I see it says obese, I stop eating for a while, then I eat again, then I stop eating, then I eat again. That just guarantees I have no negative effects that I'm dealing with, and I always have calories available. And if there are lean times where all of a sudden I lose access to my food or whatever, I can go quite a while without suffering any negative consequences. So that's it. Pretty much the only reason. Imagine you worked on a radio, got the voice for it. Yeah, I got a lot of comments about that. Especially because I was in the customer service technical support industry, so regularly people would tell me that on the phone. I can put on the announcer voice. It comes through a little more when I'm doing scripted stuff. Like if you go listen to, it's kind of a mixed bag because my very early tutorial stuff and quick tips and so on, I had really bad audio quality. I've learned a ton about audio quality and such while advancing through the YouTube tutorial and Twitch experience. But you kind of can tell there a little bit more because it's a little more scripted and it's a little more obvious when I'm putting on that type of voice. Okay, what was that? Some message just passed by about a very generous donation. Who was that? I don't see it on the main screen that I look at. I have to go look for it. Okay, Never Catch Twitch Live. Wanted to say thanks for all the YouTube content. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. Donations are always very, very welcome and appreciated. Go directly to channel stuff. Glad you're enjoying it. I get questions a lot about the YouTube content and how often I put stuff out and the delay between Twitch and YouTube and all that stuff. And there are reasons for the madness, so I usually explain when people ask. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize just how hard it is to maintain a near non-stop monologue for 4 hours at a time. Sometimes I stream for 8 or 12, depending on the game, but to be able to do that and not sound like an idiot which I make mistakes. I'm an idiot quite often in these games, but it's really hard to do that while playing a complex game, while paying attention to streaming activity, windows and stuff, while reading chat and responding to chat. So when you've got what seem to be absent-minded streamers, myself or anybody, just realize there's a lot of stuff we're trying to pay attention to at once. And anybody that can both communicate effectively over a long period of time and do something relatively complex simultaneously, give them some props. So, only done a little bit of streaming, found it immensely exhausting and kind of anxiety-inducing. Yeah, it's its own thing. It definitely takes an interesting mix of skills, abilities, both from a presentation standpoint, from an ability to speak standpoint, from technical, I mean, knowing how to set all this stuff up and how to fine-tune everything. It takes a lot of interesting things. You got to have a pretty weird mix of capabilities in order to do it fairly well. Some people have a lot of help, and they have people handling all sorts of parts of their process and all that, but yeah, the folks that learn it from the ground up and are doing it all themselves, it's a lot going on. People that don't do it or haven't tried to do it don't really understand just what's involved. Let's play some Cataclysm. I'm gonna get comments. I'm gonna get YouTube comments. But yeah, I stopped. I mean, like I said, I worked for technical support customer service for a really long period of time. So I was on helplines for the I hate this product and this company phone-in lines. So I would handle incoming phone calls from extremely dissatisfied customers. So people commenting, people making rude comments, people taking me to task, a large number of YouTube commentary. It all just flows right off of me. It doesn't bother me because I've dealt with that kind of stuff in the past. But you got to really come into it with the right mentality. You're exposing yourself essentially to to the great unwashed masses out there, and there are people that will take extreme joy in unsettling you. So I just laugh. All right, so more Cataclysm. So we slept. We got no torso hit points. God dang. All right. It is midnight, so yeah, we slept. We got no hit points again. Hasn't it been that torso with no progress for like 2 nights now? Or am I misremembering some damage that set me back again? I'm probably misremembering. Whatever. All right. So yeah. Let's have some more food. Are we obese? Nope, we're not obese. That's all I'm doing when I mention obese. I'm just checking to see if I am. Otherwise, I just keep slamming calories down. Let's have something yummy. Let's have some chicken and dumplings. That should be enough for now. All right, so I'm a little unhappy about that torso. I was really hoping to get at least another partial bar, get back to green, and then go out and about. I can't get anything seriously done. I'm worried about going out for some of these errands, because I'm going to go into areas I haven't cleared, and it's super dangerous. So I'm not sure. I do the imperceptive healer trait constantly. It's my boon companion. It's probably one of the most common traits that I take for all my playthroughs is imperceptive healer. So it's kind of my default normal point. It just feels like every once in a while it goes even slower, and I always wonder if something's changed, or the fact that I can't see the hit point numbers just makes it a little tougher because of the bar system. So if you've got a good strength and a lot of hit points, you have a fairly wide numeric range before that bar actually shifts. So if you're at the very bottom of the bar or that range, you can heal but not see the bar change, even though you healed a decent amount. So it's just a little misleading on occasion. So I grump about it, but I really like to play with the imperceptive healer. All right. Have I found my much beloved working Humvee? Yep. We have a Humvee. In pretty good shape. We haven't started actually fixing it up yet, but we have it. It's gassed up. We're going to be using it to try to go get a 50 cal. So that's one of the things planned. All right. I need to get this thing fixed. I think I'm going to continue to wear it, even though it makes me mildly unhappy. What do I have over here? Welding mask and a bunch of first aid kits I don't care about. trying to remember, do I have any other 60 liters? Man, those colors are really freaking me out. No more 60-liter tanks? I should have more 60-liter tanks. Did I leave the other ones downstairs? I think I might have left them downstairs. I just have the one here. Oh, that's wrong side. There we go. Now 60-liter. There we go. So yeah, we got two 60-liter tanks. First, we'll take just a jerry can, I think. Uh-oh. That's not what I typed in. So I got gas in that jerry can. Alright, let's unload the jerry can into one of the 60-liter tanks, I think. And we'll go ahead and scoop it up. Take that with us. 99 out of 125. What are we leaving? We got the Weeb Sword. Not too worried about the gear currently. It's getting harder and harder to remember what you guys have renamed. My Flaming Hot Cheetos are a weapon. That's my one Molotov cocktail. That's right, I need more bottles. I gotta put bottles on the list too. Turn off the MP3. Don't need that. I need to grab a few extra bandages or gauze before we take off. And I don't need 3,000 wood ash in my inventory. Uh-oh. Out of bandages? How about Guaz? Give me 10. That color change is really freaking me out. I think we're good. So we got the cheater specs, we got clear skies, a little bit of moonlight still. Won't be too much longer when we won't be able to take advantage of that. Let's go see what we can find. First, of course, we'll check our perimeter. So, dead zombie. Dead zombie. These piles are going to get a little extreme here pretty soon. Hey, we'll take some tortilla chips. Those are good food. Pulped Rottweiler. So, here's our Humvee. Yeah, we got very little moonlight now. Wow, it's already dropped. Day 84. All right, cheater specs on. Here comes the green screen. There you go. So yeah, it's in pretty good shape considering we've done very little work on it. We just got a little bit of diesel for it at the end of last episode. Made sure the battery and alternator are good, but it's got a solid engine. All the framework around it is in good shape, so we'll take advantage. Right now, though, we're going to go... Let's go check the hardware store one more time. I don't remember what was in the outer area for raw materials, but I want to double check that. I want to check... Let's see. I might go to the liquor store for some bottles. I can't remember if I already cleared that one. We've got the landscaping company I want to go look at. First, though, I think I'm going to go north. I want to check these forest tiles up here. I don't remember them having any water, but I'll double check those, and maybe we'll come down and double check these. Trying to find a puddle with salt water. All right, let's finish checking the local area. Hey there, traps. You're doing God's work. Doing a good job clearing out the random zombies that keep wandering through my area. Front door is clear. Nothing out. Oh, yeah, nothing out there. Nothing to the north. Cool. Okay. 2 parks. So, one of the possible things I'm going to do to try to improve our mechanics, the 3 to 4 gap, is it this one? Oops. Mini fridge, remove. I think it's 2 to remove, 3 to install, I want to say. Those are both mini fridge. I thought there was a kitchen unit up here somewhere. That's a mini freezer. Still Mechanics 2. I'll have to rip one out and then find out if it's 3 to install. I want to say it's 3 to install, but I could be remembering wrong. Let's go over here. I gotta remember, I gotta go check for the colander thing too. Need to double check something real quick. Either McCain, I did notice the bit tip come through. Thank you very much. All right, so what was that other thing? A colander? So this section I got to pay attention to now. Let's see. Peanut butter's good. Cheese is good. Yogurt and Toastums, of course. We'll leave the rest of that stuff. Yell if you see me pass by one of those items that were listed. Yeah, let's grab some paper too. Probably got plenty of paper at the garage. I think we're... yeah, we'll take a candle. What else did we have in here? Protein powder. Hey, there's that 400 nails I was trying to remember previously. I think this is the one that had the bad basement I don't want to go back down into. So we'll leave this one alone. Whoops. Was that was an arm, so that's okay. I had my eyes up here. Didn't even see the approaching zombie. What do we got? Irish whiskey. Don't need no Irish whiskey. Parts. Oh, those steel-toed. Oh, those are boots. Pickled herring. What is that? Brown bread. Nah. Bam and cheese. Crackers. Oh, bleach. Bleach and ammonia is another one of the couple of things we're looking for. None of that. Seemed like there should have been more stuff in there. Bleach, ammonia, first aid kit, soap, hydrogen peroxide, antiseptic. Oh, a towel. Let's grab one. We're starting to get some advanced bad guys now. Bike helmet's not too bad. Arg. Let's go. So, the parks don't have salt water. Don't remember what was up in this place. Got gardening supplies. Maybe it's got something we can use. Seed drills, fertilizer. Oh yeah, foam rubber bat. Bottles, jars, plastic, jars. I think I already grabbed the bottles out of here. So veggies, cornmeal, pickled meats. We'll grab some pickled meats. Am I overburdened already? I'm overburdened already. Happened so quickly. More bleach. I need bleach and ammonia. There we go. Ammonia and bleach. Yeah, give me one more detergent. I'm not seeing much in the way of those really big piles of odd kitchen tools that I'm used to seeing and disregarding. Alright, let's make a trip back to the base, drop some of this stuff off. We'll safe mode it. Speed things up a bit. Or not. Hey, zombie. Go. Yeah, I really wish this thing wasn't here. Really inconvenient having that right there. Okay, keep the jerry can. Ditch that stuff. All of that. Keep the meds for now. All the food. Keep the towel. $92. That sounds about right. Try to get as much of this generic run around down as we can. Uh-oh. Most of what I need is kitchen and bathroom stuff. Good or bad basement? Bad basement. Oh crap. Oh crap. I got grabbed and I couldn't get back up again. Very bad basement. Wow. Okay, that was exciting. Wonder how many of those guys are going to come up out of there. Blade trap? I don't have the blade trap. I don't probably have enough. Well, I don't know. I got 6 fab, but I don't think maybe the traps are in here. Maybe the traps are in devices, which I have no skill in. We'll let them just bang on that door. We'll go around this way. I've got, what? No forest directly near me, except for over there. Let's go check out a different house. Candles. Yeah, I'm not seeing that huge list of kitchen tools. Must be certain houses that have them. I do like my cheese. That's the one. This is the kind of list I'm looking for. Cheese grater. Alright. If I miss it, make sure you guys yell. I didn't see it. Any of the ones in there. What was the list again? It was the sieve. So mesh colander. I have no idea what or where this would be from, but mesh colander, splatter guard. Look for a coffee maker that has the sieve steel mesh colander you need. That's a good point. So that would be a good thing. All right, we'll try to keep an eye out for. He's gonna jump over me probably. Damn it. Got a bit too much in the encumbrance department. An interesting mix of stuff he's got. CQB monthly. beer. Uh-oh, bacon. We'll just have the fries right here. They're all overrun. Get me out of here. Oh, I think I've already got 2 different pairs of pristine rubber boots. But we'll leave those alone. Codeine and tramadol. My kind of household. Rollerblades. I think I already have some rollerblades. Where are we? So, another house, and then we'll check this forest and these forests. And then we'll wander back over. Oh, I know this house. That's a pretty good one. We got Heelys and rollerblades. And we're overweight again. No thanks. Tie clip. Thought that was a blade of some kind. Scale problem again. Combat boots. Yeah, let's grab some combat boots. We can refit those, I think. Oh, coffee maker. So, coffee maker. Take apart. Heating elements. Steel mesh. Alright, so that will satisfy the requirement if I get it taken apart successfully. We have no electronic skill. I don't know what the success rate's going to be and how high I'm going to have to get it. So I think I'll take both of them for now, just in case. We'll have to level up our electronic skill before I feel comfortable actually trying to take those apart. Oh, wheat cereal. 3 boxes of wheat cereal. Good stuff. Okay, so let's say that we have satisfied this one. Theoretically. Electronics. Disassemble. Coffee maker. 4 mesh. We got some bleach and ammonia to start us out, so salt water is the only other thing I was really had on my list. Boink! Of course! Of course. Naturally. Duct tape. Alright, we will leave the coffee makers. I don't need them anymore, and I've already got an atomic coffee maker, so... Mesh colander successful. I'll keep one. We'll keep one with the battery that goes with it. What you got? A silver locket. Don't care. Anything in the garage? Bottle jack, lawnmower. Might need to know about that lawnmower at some point for blades. Just in case. How over are we? Ooh, we're getting a fair bit over. I really wanted to check these forest tiles, though. Let's do this. Let's leave a few items. We'll do it this way. Sort by weight, please. Not the Halligan bar, not the jerry can. You. Oh, man! I think I have wood ash and auto pickup. I dropped it and then I picked it back up again. Turn off auto pickup. You. 7 pounds, huh? What's that get me down to? 122. But if I grab salt water, it's gonna load me up again. Need the Halligan bar for breaking into houses quickly. Alright, that should be good enough. Alright, I really want to take a look at these 3 forest spaces, so let's get that done, and we'll come back and grab this stuff. I'd be kind of surprised if there's any water tiles in these. I don't remember seeing any so far. So, none there. Got a little bit of diesel. Good storage battery. And it's not drivable. Siphon there. There. Is it working now? Hey, it's working now. We'll leave it alone. Not water. Yeah, they got very few trees in these city forest tiles. I don't think I'm going to find any water. No controls. Looks pretty good, except for the no controls part. Alright, I'm not going to go searching any further this direction right now. No critical buildings over here right close to me. Need to grab a mop. Got quite the mess going on. My single space here is starting to get a little full. Where are we at now? 831 out of 1,000. We might have to sort that out here eventually. I think I'm just gonna leave the jerry can until I do find a potential source. And we did a fairly good job of taking care of our near-term food issues. Back to about 92, 81. What else did I drop? I had all that wood ash. Hopefully I still have all the other things. Too many drugs. Too many drugs. Too many antiseptic.